Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to today's webinar, Introducing Cloud SWG Express Simple, Secure, Visible webinar. My name is Maïzi Den from MBCom Marketing Team. I'm delighted to be your host. This session is recorded and it will be shared with you all later. Also, it will be available on MBCom YouTube channel. You can use the chat box at any time to share your questions. We will have dedicated time at the end for the Q&A. It's my pleasure to introduce our speakers today, Dina Al-Oda, Senior Solutions Architect at MDCom Technologies, and Richard Tadros, Technical Lead Consultant at MDCom. And they will walk us through today's topic. So over to you, Dina.
Well, thank you, Maya, and thank you, Richard Kalman, and good morning or afternoon, everyone, in today's session. My name is Dina Al-Ohda. I'm Senior Solution Architect here at MBCom, the representative of Broadcom. Today I have another guest speaker to help me out, my colleague Richard Tadros, our Technical Consultant Lead at MBCom as well, who's gonna walk you through the GUI of the Cloud Express, because you know it's...
Hello, Dina. Hello, everyone.
Hi. Hi, Richard. So I'm so excited to have you in the call, by the way, and I'm so excited to walk you through this delicious topic. Not to take so much time into the introduction, let's jump right in. However, like Mai said, please, I encourage you to put your questions into the Q&A section. We will try to get them all at the approach while we approaching the end of the session, inshallah. So just let me share my screen. Okay.
Yeah, we can see Dina. Yeah.
Yeah, can you see it now?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can just maximize the, yeah.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. So real quickly, the topic that we will be covering today during our webinar, it will be whether the introduction of Cloud Express, what Cloud Express is, the business value, and we will go through some demo and UI just to play the portal, etc. So let's talk about kind of, the need of web security. I think we can all agree that cyber criminals today are far more organized and skilled in how they execute attacks, right? They can cause serious damage and make your life miserable, actually our whole life, especially for a small to medium-sized business. As you know, they are becoming a very attractive and delicious target for attackers. So we can tell without proper visibility into their web traffic, these organizations are left highly exposed. So web security is no longer an option, for sure. It's something that they simply cannot ignore anymore. Actually, in fact, attackers are now using the same advanced techniques that were being used for targeting large enterprises. Things like, ransomware as service, AI-driven attacks, and even nation-state level campaigns. I'd like to walk you through briefly on these attacks. So if we start with the ransomware as a service, I would call it's a ransomware charity, it's a business model. We should, to be honest, we have to mark it as criminal. Yeah, it's a charity, but it's criminal. So in which attackers develop them and maintain ransoms platform and lease it to other criminals in exchange for sharing the ransomware malicious activity. And the payment then, the payment will be divided, by the way. And as long as you are in the field, you have heard about the term of script kiddies, those who have limited technical expertise in general and in specific to launch sophisticated ransomware campaigns and attacks. So actually, they are a very good seeds for these platforms. Moving to, the trend of our new era is the AI-driven attacks, which is using artificial intelligence to make cyber attacks faster, smarter, and more convincing. Actually, attackers use AI to create realistic phishing emails, automate attacks, and improve social engineering techniques. It's we can call it a growing concern is the shadow ID. In the past we used to hear the shadow AI, but now what we are hearing is shadow AI. What shadow AI is? It's where your employees use unauthorized AI tools and may unintentionally expose sensitive company data, creating for sure security and compliance risks. Moving to one of the other attacks like the supply chain attacks. Supply chain attacks occur when attackers compromise a trusted vendor, supplier, service provider just to gain access to their customers rather than attacking organization directly. Actually, they exploit weakness in software updates, third-party services or technology partners because many organizations rely on external vendors and cloud services. A single compromise can impact multiple organizations for sure. So in the shade of these attacks, smaller organizations are actually at a significant disadvantage situation compared to large enterprises. See, you can see the statistic at the bottom of the slide. Nearly 34% of them have no security protocols in place. Many also lack a formal risk management framework to guide the implementation of security controls. Even more, with significant percentage do not provide formal security awareness training, which is further implies, risk and increases their exposure to threats. We can say that these are not just numbers. They represent real vulnerabilities that cyber criminals are actively exploiting. It's critical for organization and for everyone to recognize that they can be a target. So, when they face situation like this, they'll start looking for the right security solution to address their needs. That's why it's important to understand that what small and medium-sized customers are actually looking for and how they operate. Actually, these organizations come from different industries, backgrounds, and although they are considered as less targets for cyber attacks due to the lighter regulatory pressure compared to large enterprises. However, I think their perception is misleading because in reality, the key factor is not the size of the organization, but the number of its business. Fintech organization, for example, yes, they are appealing for attacks and actually they follow the compliance of the financial and banking sector, for example. So, however, we can say that SMB lack fundamental cybersecurity hygiene, cybersecurity framework, and structured security awareness training, depending on their maturity level. They may not even have a dedicated cybersecurity team in place. They rely on general IT administrator or a very small team with limited expertise. So as a result for that, these organizations typically look for solutions that are simple, easy to deploy, and low maintenance. They tend to prefer, set and forget type solution that reduce operational overhead while still providing kind of protection. Over the years, many of these companies is relying heavily on endpoint-based security solution. The traditional ABC security approach. For sure, this model has proven value, and in fact, we are providing one of the best breeds as it remains a strong foundation in any layered security strategy. However, relying only on endpoint protection is no longer sufficient. While endpoint solutions are essential, they do not provide the level of visibility needed to effectively detect and respond to today's evolving threats. Modern attacks patterns require broader insight across users, application, and network activity, not just what is happening on individual devices. So in addition, some of them attempt to bridge this gap by relying on MSP to outsource, parts of their security operation, including monitoring, management, all that stuff. However, still cannot eliminate the need for better visibility and more integrated security approach. All right. So we can say there is a critical gap that is created when organizations rely only on endpoint security as it, if they shift left, what should be the last line of defense to be placed in front, it's gonna be really easy mission for an attacker. Nevertheless, they expose themselves to high risk because modern threats are evolving faster than any single layer of defense can handle. So this is really create a dangerous situation. Today, threats landscape is no longer state or isolated. It's dynamic, automated, and with the help of AI, it's even more sophisticated. Attackers are leveraging a wide range of techniques, and the speed of which these threats evolve means that endpoint protection alone cannot provide sufficient coverage or visibility. So to understand the scale of the challenge, we need to look at several key factors. First, organizations are facing continuous growth in ransomware attack, the rapid adoption of AI-driven attacks, and the emergence of shadow IT within business environment, right? At the same time, nation-state actors are becoming more active and targeted in their operation. On top of that, the adoption of using SaaS application has expanded the attack surface. While this application improve productivity and flexibility for sure, but they also introduce new entry points for attackers. Another major challenge here is, the lack of visibility, especially when there is no insight into web traffic until it hits the endpoint. If you cannot see what is happening in transient, you simply cannot protect it, right? This leaves a massive blind spot in security posture. Actually, the attacker may already have an opportunity to establish a foothold, execute payloads, or initiate lateral movement, even before endpoint security has a meaningful chance to respond. In the other hand, visibility is not just a nice to have in modern security architecture. It's a fundamental requirement. Without it, organizations are essentially reacting at the last possible moment rather than preventing threats earlier in the attack chain. Another important challenge that organizations face when relying only on endpoint security is the inability to enforce acceptable use policies. You know, endpoint security solutions are designed primarily to detect, prevent, and respond to threats on devices. They are designed to police, they are not designed actually to police user behavior, or they are not designed to govern how employees access and use the internet, for example. So without proper web layer controls, employees may access inappropriate or unauthorized content, spend a lot of time on non-business related activities, or even interact with risky websites. This is not only impact productivity, but also, we are cybersecurity guys. It also introduced compliance violation and risks. So I think the conclusion is pretty clear. Without the layered security approach that mature organization business leaves themselves more exposed to modern cyber attacks. You have probably heard the expression of stay left of the bang. The concept stresses on the importance of proactively identifying and stopping threats, even before an attack occurs, or at least before it reaches its target. I mean, if your primary line of defense is the endpoint, you are essentially waiting until the final stage of the attack. By then, the threat may have already bypassed multiple opportunities for prevention. So that's why we are stressing on the importance of visibility. The earlier you see and understand what is happening across users, devices, web traffic, application, the greater your ability to stop threats before impacting the business. So, yeah. So, that's why we are introducing to you a solution for all of that. As announced to you, and you might heard of, Symantec Cloud Express. So, what is it? It's a quick and easy agent-based CloudSWG solution to support the smaller organizations. It leverages the power of our cloud security infrastructure with a lightweight agent on your device. We can say it's gonna solve the lack of the visibility into your user browsing. It addresses the critical issue of web major source of security threats, and it overcomes the difficulty in enforcing acceptable use policies on corporate devices. It's where you can get best-in-class web categorization and security since the acquisition of Blue Coat, and it will use the same categories defined through the enterprise CloudSWG. Also, it's powered by our GEN, Symantec Global Threat Intelligence. It deflects malicious traffic or legitimate or even in between, right? Actually, we can say it enhances even endpoint security by stopping threats before they even reach your network. Also, the solution enables organization to apply the full acceptable use policy that allow them to enforce messages of what to be accessed, what is legal, and comply with security standards. In summary, what I can say, it delivers a lightweight, fast, and cost-effective solution for smaller organizations or those with generalized IT operators. Well, now I believe you heard about Symantec CBX. Of course, CBX represents a real game changing. It will be delivered later this year, inshallah, where we bring together the best of security of Symantec and carbon black, endpoint protection of Symantec and carbon black, EDR from carbon black, and web security, data security from DLB of Symantec. So all the best of enterprise-grade security components that is ideally even for small organizations. And as it correlated with security signals across all of these disciplines and delivering adaptive automated prevention, detection, and response. The message here, mainly today, we are sharing with you that the CloudSWG Express is the web security component of Symantec CBX. You know, it's very important for you to understand this. Okay. So, you know, looking at the tangible value Symantec CloudSWG Express brings to our customers and also the value to our partners, starting with customers. We are directly solving the critical gap that many organizations currently have, which is the lack of visibility into user browsing. Despite if the site is classified as being malicious, CloudSWG Express is gonna deflect that. You will not wait until it hits the endpoint. As a matter of fact, it enhances your endpoint security by adding a further layer of defense. Like we said, it's a lightweight, fast, cost-effective solution. It's running on the same powerful network, our network on Google Cloud, GCP, like our full CloudSWG solution. So it still provides the scale and robust security and performance that large organizations need, but small organizations need it as well. And, you know, importantly, not to consider it as only SMB product, because it actually plays a vital role as foundation for Symantec Security Service Edge, our SSE, and a way to introduce the customer into the value of providing a clear path for the future security expansion. Also, one of the benefits or the value is the way of full acceptable use policy enforcement on users and company devices. You know, we are targeting to ensure the compliance and productivity as well. For our partners, you know, it's a significant opportunity. Symantec Cloud SWG Express is a new product to introduce to customers, allowing you to expand your Symantec footprint and create, you know, new revenue. We are all working for new revenues for sure. So especially for that, you know, customers in endpoint accounts that may have had limited web inspection. It facilitates conversation for layered protection and upsell to full SSE solutions like, you know, CloudSWG, DLP, CASP, ZTNA, web isolation, all of that solutions. Also, driving them for Symantec CPX, positioning you for future, innovations. It also helps you lock in our SaaS and carbon black customers, solidifying relationship and creating opportunities for future sales. And I have to tell you again, it's an appealing opportunity to start with. Those non-Symantec or carbon black customers, you can start with this simple web traffic inspection, and then you can build all over that story. This solution, like we have said, it's cost effective. I'm a tech guy. So in this section, please feel free to reach out to your account manager if you are a customer, or please reach out to your channel manager just to get the best value of the price catalog for that solution. So how does CloudSWG Express work? Okay. I'll get a little bit technical now, because just to make a full understanding of CloudSWG Express. Well, there's two kinds of, connection. It's a full tunnel or direct. CloudSWG Express takes a more focused, lightweight approach. What is this approach? It performs a TCP stream-based pre-decision connection from your browser. It sends a query, not unlike of some, competitor. For example, some tech providers do DNS filtering. They try and stop things before the connection even occur. We do something similar, but we are able to leverage a lot of the CloudSWG infrastructure and policy engine to be able to provide even more functionality than that. So this initial query is sent to the CloudSWG to define whether to go a direct or through a tunnel. We have a new concept, which is HRT, high risk traffic. HRT is always sent to the tunnel. It's evaluated through an enterprise stack. We drop everything at it. We scan it, we sandbox it, do everything on that, all of that data for any traffic that is deemed through our classification as high risk. We also apply acceptable use policy. So if you are preventing any certain websites, gambling or whatever your corporate policies define through it, it will be also evaluated. So HRT and acceptable use policy is sent to the tunnel for evaluation, and the direct contents goes to the OCS, original content server. And that allows us to provide the functionality that gives you the visibility on all your traffic, reporting, and all of that. So providing you with the visibility and security at lower cost. So quickly, to comprehend the HRT concept, our intelligent service, part of our GEN, it's assigned risk levels to websites based on their potential for containing malicious contents. We have, like 10 levels. The 0-1, it indicates to the customers whitelist websites. From 1 to 4, considers to be safe. 5 to 6, does not have actually established history of normal behavior. 7 to 8 shows evidence of shady behavior, and 9 to 10 are probably malicious. So HRT is the context of risk level provided by Symantec. We define it as the traffic with a risk level of 5 or higher, traffic that matches any of the following critical categories: no malicious outbound data, botnet, phishing, spam, copyrights, compromised sites, and importantly, uncategorized the traffic, because unknown is usually considered as high risk. So so let's make it more visual. The entire diagram. See, throughout the displayed diagram, as you can see, and as we have described earlier, first, you need to know that Cloud Express functions only with an endpoint security agent, ESA. It's available on the enterprise console. You cannot use it with IPsec connection, other connectivity methods. It's an agent-only solution because it leverages some of the logic we can perform on the device in that agent. When a new network request is intercepted, seen by the agent will send a pseudo request. This pseudo request will be sent to the CloudSWG Express, at which point your policy is being evaluated, and it determines whether the request should be sent and directed to tunnel because it's HRT or something that we want to block. And it will provide the exception page, a user-friendly, page, our exception page. Yani, the fear of rejection is always fun with us. So if you want to block or inspect this traffic, it will be sent through the tunnel. Anything else, we will receive a response for your standard traffic categorized, do not block, that would let the traffic be sent directly to the OCS. Both of these, both of the tunnel traffic and direct traffic get added into your log, so that the logging will be not only for tunnel but also for the direct traffic. So I spent a lot of talking, I'm a girl, so I'm a talking machine. So, well, I can see that the easiest way now, it's kind of explain and show you the demo and the interface of the CloudSWG Express. So here I request my colleague, Richard, just to jump in and walk you through
sure.
this section.
Thank you, Dina. So, gentlemen, I will be sharing my screen just to show you the installation. I provisioned. Thank you. Do you see my screen now? Here.
Not yet.
Okay. Let me try again. I believe it's now there, right? You can see it now. I can see you. Do you see
yes,
the screen? Okay, thank you.
Just a little bit maybe useful if you zoom in.
Not really there. I'm not sure you can do that from the browser. Yeah, what is the Zoom? Let me try that. Okay, this is the best I can. I can show. So the enterprise console is the console where you can access the CloudSWG Express once provisioned. So you will have the console with the agent available. So as you can see, you don't need any endpoint security license there for agent. You can have now the agent available to be downloaded. It's totally standalone solution. You will have it as standalone. You can offer it to any customer with independently of that existing Symantec deployment. Now, in case of a customer with existing endpoint security, that's there's a very high chance that you might be able to deploy this solution because it's very cheap compared to the enterprise, and then it's very easy to use and to deploy. It wouldn't have much impact on the environment because most of the traffic is going direct. So you're not gonna be seeing a lot of traffic being intercepted because most of the traffic is considered safe. So as per Symantec, let's say less than 5% or 2% maybe of the traffic would be routed to our CloudSWG. The rest will be going direct because we're considering that only 2% will be the risky traffic that we need to intercept, and we will only be intercepting the risky traffic, nothing else. Everything else will be going direct, and the policy is there from the agent side. Of course, you can modify that policy. You can configure some policies for interception, but it is not the same level that you do have an enterprise. I totally suggest this kind of solution for every customer that is looking for visibility over the web, since the visibility can give you better, comprehensive idea of what's going on from the web as well, just like in case they have that EDR solution. And this is one of the components to be built on top of your endpoint and EDR to have the full XDR. This is where the CPX fall into. Okay, so if you really have endpoint security, you can add on top of it the CloudSWG Express. I'm not sure of the pricing and the licensing or the migration, but I think that this is the best way to reach the customer, to add to their existing EDR on-premise Carbon Black and Symantec to have that XDR over the web. This is what everyone is asking for, right? So you can see here, you can show the enterprise, so the customer can have an overview of what is missing. Those are the disabled feeds when you have the cloud firewall, the SSL interception. So you don't have it with the CloudSWG Express. As I said, this is mainly for visibility and just simple control from the policies that you can create when you're having content filtering. For example, you can have that block level for destination. That's the same way that you do have it for the enterprise. Let me just okay. So you have so you have some application that can be blocked, categories. The CASB application or the application that you have. This is by default. Whenever you have our endpoint, our web security, you'll have all the Elastica from the Elastica applications that we do have it integrated within our proxy services. Okay, so this is mainly it. So there is no, like you see, the policy even is just we used to see, for example, with the enterprise, you'll have the traffic that is going outbound and the traffic that's going inbound. You have two classes of policies with the enterprise. Here you can see just one class of policies. We used to have class A, class B. Now it's just one class, and all of it is inbound mainly. Why? Because we don't need that one. It's for DLP. It's for intercepting, for scanning files. So the sandboxing is there as well. So you see in the policies you have threat protection. However, you don't have it for legit traffic. So the sandboxing is also available. The malware analysis is available, but it's just for risky traffic. There's no sandboxing for legit traffic because it's not even intercepted. So it has to be intercepted first in order to do the scanning. SSL interception, of course, will be always available for every kind of risky traffic. Okay, and the agent itself doesn't work the same way that we do have using the agent enterprise. The agent for the Express, you can see it downloaded here. It's gonna be different, and I believe that even for the CBX, the agent might be different. So it will be containing that Express agent for the CloudSWG. This is per my own opinion, because you'll have the CloudSWG Express with the CDR and the enterprise CloudSWG with the EDR, Carbon Black, Symantec combined with this component as well, and the CASB capabilities on the CBX. So this agent will be working differently in a way that you don't have full tunneling. For example, when the enterprise agent, you have the full tunneling. You have tunneling for all kind of traffic. It's kind of forwarding any kind of ports and protocols. While here, the agent is working as I've seen it in trans proxy. If you've seen the trans proxy, I have a presentation that I can share with you. It's very technical, and it will talk about the troubleshooting steps, how the agent is really working, the policy does really work. So it's trans proxy mode, which means we will tunnel HTTP proxy traffic only. While in the this is how the transfer proxy is built. We will build that tunnel, that SSL tunnel, and over the SSL we will forward HTTPS encrypted traffic or proxy traffic. Okay, so that we don't forward every traffic like we do in the enterprise agent. There's some differences between those agents. Now, when it comes to the reports, you'll have all different reports that you will find in the usual proxy, and the identity, we do have it available. SAML, you have bypass also capable, and you can do some exemptions. And in the settings, you see that's the usual 100 days. You can forward the logs even to using API, so you can have it, and you can forward the traffic using API to on-premise SIM solution. You can export the logs via CSV or ELLFF, and here it can be exported. So yeah, basically, this is a very basic solution, and again, I want to stress on that this is mainly visibility solution more than deep inspection, DLP, sandboxing, web isolation is not there. You see, so we don't really have it for full web features that we do offer with the enterprise web security service. Dina, over to you. Do we have, wait, there's many questions. I can see we do have some questions. Okay, let's go over the questions. Okay, because I can see a lot.
It's only one question here, Richard. Let me read it for you. Is this using a different agent or just a license as part of SAP endpoint security agent? Is Symantec going in a unified agent way?
Yeah, thanks for your questions, Daniel. I see a lot of questions about the agents, and it's still ongoing, the development, because we didn't finalize our agents. However, so the endpoint security agent isn't the same like this Express agent, but we can still forward if the customer has already, there is some migration that can be done for forwarding the traffic to the CloudSWG Express. Let's not rush into the agent phases. In case you have that, please reach out. We don't want to get too technical into the migration. However, if a customer has the SAP, yeah, there is some steps to be done for forwarding the traffic to CloudSWG Express, but you can leverage that same agent. So there shouldn't be a deployment of another agent on the user user machine. So mainly the agent that we're deploying now is different, yeah. So it's not the same endpoint security agent. However, if the customer has endpoint security, we can do the migration. The SWG Express from Lalos, can we integrate it with SESC? It's the other way around. I believe that you need to have SESC first, and you add on top the CloudSWG Express capabilities. It's not the other way around. So you install the SESC agent, and then you can forward traffic to CloudSWG Express. We don't do it the other way around. So you should have a target. So as Dina was mentioning that, yeah, your main target is the endpoint security customers. So you can on top add this CloudSWG Express capabilities, because for the simple reason that the endpoint security is not enough. We need that multi-layer security approach.
Yeah, exactly. And let me share thank you so much, Richard, for this delicious demo. You are the man of our demos, to be honest. Yeah, I enjoy it. Well, let me just share the screen back. So can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, great. So finally, let's take a look on how CloudSWG Express fits into the broader Symantec CloudSWG portfolio. As you can see from these comparison slides, CloudSWG Express offers a core set of features, including a CloudSWG subscription, but with limited features. Not limited features, but we can say with the needed features to the SMB. We are offering, cloud deep file inspection for risky traffic, intelligence services, and still you can have a centralized management and reporting. Actually, on the other hand, if you as a partner or customer would like to have the full-fledged of the CloudSWG, you will get the CloudSWG Express, and you can upgrade it to the full CloudSWG. This will offer you with a much array of features, including the firewall services, high-risk web isolation, application visibility, ZTNA, enhanced reporting, and DFB cloud. So it will be an easy task if you, as a customer or partner, started with Cloud Express and then you would like to expand your security posture. It's easily that you can upgrade from Express to full cloud SWG. Throughout this we can spot the key differences. Just to note, for Express, like Richard said, the only connection method is supported is by agent. It will be leveraging the endpoint security agent, ESA. While the full CloudSWG still supports the other methods, like with SEB, Carpo Black, etc. Other features said, we can say that CloudSWG Express focus on the core web security, while the full CloudSWG provides a complete SSE, complete security service edge. For the TLS interception, for Express, it will be enabled only for HRT, while if you would like to have tweaked policies, etc., you will need to have a full CloudSWG. So, like I said, CloudSWG Express, it's an excellent starting point. And if you are looking for a better and robust protection and increase your security maturity level, you can easily upgrade to the full CloudSWG. All of this will be, shared with you after the webinar through the recording. I just don't want to exceed the 60 minutes. So I just would like to go for wrapping up and getting close to the end of this session. I hope it's a lightweight session, like the lightweight agent, So wrapping up, what CloudSWG Express is good for, and actually who's not for. Who is for? Indeed, for a small organization, 50 to 5,000 users. This is not a restricted number, because some organizations exceed the 500 and their need will be suited by Cloud Express, and other might be, for 400. However, they would require the full Cloud SWG capabilities. So the number of 50 to 5,000 is just a general guideline number. Also, which organization will require CloudSWG Express? Those who do not have the web visibility and would like to have it. Those who are looking for enforcing acceptable use policy. Who's not for? Who's not for? We can say those organizations that are looking for full SSE. So in that case, they have to look for the full-fledged component and capabilities of our SSE. And yep, we can say that we have get to the end of the session. And what I want to stress that the Cloud Security Express is a seed, and if you want to grow up, depending on your environment, whether you are a customer or partner that you are taking care of your client's requirements, you want to have, the full tree, then you will need to turn this seed into the full CloudSWG then. At the end, we encourage you to consider Symantec Cloud SWG Express as your next step in fortifying your cybersecurity defense, whether you are SMP customer or one of our partners. And please, I encourage you to feel free to reach out to your account manager, channel manager, to request demo, experience how it goes, all of that. Now I've just come to the end of the session. I'd like to thank you for your attention and for your time spent with us during that webinar. I hope that session is informative to you, and see you in other sessions, inshallah.
Thank you so much, Dina and Richard, for today's presentation. I can see that we haven't received more questions. It looks like everything is clear. So thank you everyone for joining us today. And before you leave, we kindly ask you to complete the short survey you receive. As mentioned, this session is recorded and it will be shared with you all. If you would like to explore further or schedule a demo, please reach us at info@mbcom.com. And also, if you would love to get the document and the PowerPoint presentation, you can reach us at info@mbcom, or you can reach to Kalman directly. We truly appreciate your time, and we look forward to welcome you to our future sessions. Have a great day, everyone. Take care.